Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Let's begin with the explanation of this chapter, The Kite Maker, Ruskin Bond. This is part 2. In part 1, we have understood the plot, theme, and message about the characters. Okay, let's continue now and begin with the explanation. There was but one tree in the street known as Gully Ram Nathan, an ancient banyan that had grown through the cracks of an abandoned mosque, and little Ali's kite had caught in its branches. So the story begins with the introduction of this banyan tree, as you can see in the picture, this ancient banyan tree, which is situated in this street, that means the road known as Gully Ram Nathan, and this has grown through this abandoned mosque. Okay, abandoned is which is no longer used. So it has grown through the cracks from the middle of this mosque, and something has happened. What has happened? Ali's kite had got caught in its branches. As you can see in the picture, the kite is there. It has stuck on the branches of the tree. The boy, barefoot and clad only in a torn shirt, ran along in the cobbled stones of the narrow street to where his grandfather sat nodding dreamily in the shine of the courtyard. And this boy was running barefoot. The boy was barefoot, he was not wearing any shoes or slippers, and dressed only in a torn shirt. Clad means dressed. Okay, this word clad, it means to dress up. So he was wearing a torn shirt. Torn is the past tense of tear. Okay, so torn shirt, and he was running along the cobbled stones of the narrow street. Cobbled, you have heard about cobbles. So this was paved with, that means it was covered with stones. He was running on the street which was covered with stones, and it was a narrow street, a thin street. And where was he going? So he was going to his grandfather, where he was sitting in the sunshine. He was dreamily sitting in the sunshine. That means he was probably taking a short nap. He was sleeping in the courtyard, and courtyard is the back side, the open area in the house. So he was sitting in the back side of the house, which was an open area. The first paragraph of the story tells us that there's a tree, an ancient banyan tree, which has grown from the paths and the cracks of the abandoned mosque. And then we're introduced to this little boy Ali, who is wearing a torn shirt and he's barefoot, which tells us something about Ali. That means he belongs to a poor family. Okay, and he's running on this street, on the road, which is covered with small stones. And where is he running to? He's running to his grandfather. Why do you think he's running towards his grandfather? Yes, because his kite is stuck here. Grandfather, shouted the boy, my kite is gone. And as soon as he reaches his grandfather, he says that my kite is gone, please help me. The old man woke from his daydream with a start, and raising his head displayed a beard that would have been white had it not been dyed red with the mehndi leaves. So the old man, as I said, he was sleeping, he was taking a short nap in the day. So he woke up with a shock. Suddenly he woke up, and raising his head, that means getting up, he displayed a beard. That means grandfather had a beard, and it was not white, it was dyed red, as he had applied mehndi. Okay, he has dyed it red color with the mehndi leaves. Otherwise it would have been white. Okay. Did the twine break? He asked. Kite twine is not what it used to be. Who is he here? He is grandfather. So grandfather says, did the twine break? That means did the string of the kite break? Did you lose the kite? And then the writer says that kite twine is not what it used to be. So nowadays, the strings which we attach to the kite and the string which grandfather is talking about, both of them are different. Okay, so kite twine is not what it used to be. That means they used to make the thread or the string with whatever was available. Ali says, no, grandfather, the kite is stuck in the banyan tree. And he tells him that no, I have not lost my kite. It is stuck on this banyan tree. The old man chuckled. That means he laughed a bit. Okay, to smile, that's chuckle. You have yet to learn how to fly a kite properly, my child. And I am too old to teach you. That's the pity of it. But you shall have another. Grandfather says that, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll give you another kite. You have yet to learn how to fly a kite properly. That means you still have to learn a lot about kite flying. And I'm too old to teach you. That's the pity of it. That means the only thing which I feel sad about is that I cannot teach you. I've become really old and I cannot teach you. But I will give you another kite. He had just finished making a new kite from the bamboo paper and thin silk. Because he was a kite maker, so he knew how to make kites, and he has just finished making a new kite from bamboo paper, okay, and thin silk. He was using these two things, thin silk and bamboo paper, he had used to make the kite. And it lay in the, let's move on to the next page. It lay in the, to lay means it was lying in the sun, firming up. That means it was becoming crisp. So I'll stop here. I hope you must have understood page 1, and I will continue the explanation of page 2 in the next video. Go through the video again if you have not understood any line or any word, and you can definitely ask me in the class whatever your doubt.